You can see we're down here on the Arizona border, and the reason we're here is because, well, frankly, this is where ISIS is coming across the border, and soon ISIS, Ebola, people are going to be purposely infected with Ebola. This is all part of La Raza. The reason we're down here is, frankly, is because there's too few of us American citizens who really want to protect the America we know and love. Now we know recently 14 ISIS people, you know, the people that are over there in Syria and Iraq capturing innocent people, abusing them, beating them, raping them, murdering them. Right over here, not too far away, is an old residence, a corral of John Wayne, and it's controlled by the most dangerous drug cartel in the world, Sinaloa. They control the whole entire 1,900 miles of the border, and Sinaloa is also doing the same thing as ISIS. Instead of using knives, they use chainsaws and behead people. We've got all the proof, evidence, and facts. It's all documented. And you can see here, you got a fence that's 18 feet high, but right next to it, you've got old railroad ties cut down, welded together. But anybody, and especially the people of Sinaloa, ISIS, La Raza, can come right across there. Now consider my friend, I can't use his name, but he gave me the great scenario. So somebody grabs blood out of a syringe, puts it into an aerosol sprayer, walks into a movie theater, mixed with water, and sprays it all over the people, and it's got Ebola in it. ISIS has said that they're going to do this. It's very easy to do. In fact, it's NBC, nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare. So you've got these people who absolutely hate America, like Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Joe Biden, Obama. Obama. So we are here as American patriots trying to get the truth out. We are not afraid of these people. We have taken an oath, a blood oath, if you will, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And the people of ISIS, of those who want to use Ebola as a weapon, La Raza, working together, bribing politicians of both parties, frankly. It's very sad to see what's happening. But here it is. Here's the Wild West. They're coming across here. Down in the distance, you can see the Border Patrol. They're doing the best they can at the lower ranks. At the higher ranks, we know they've all been bribed off and whatnot. Through Sinaloa, through the Saudi Arabians, through the Muslim Brotherhood, all these folks working for our destruction. Thank God for the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, just as we did at Bundy Ranch, where the First Amendment and Second Amendment worked together, where we were actually in that outreach there to protect that innocent man. We were using the pen and the sword, the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. And it was fabulous to watch and see how we were able to drive away a corporation, a bureaucracy called the Bureau of Land Management, who had assaulted the Bundy family, who had destroyed their property, who had threatened them, who had illegally taken their property away from them. But as good citizens, in accordance with the First Amendment and the Second Amendment, the laws of Nevada, the laws of the United States, we showed up. No shots were fired. We were able to peaceably assemble to petition the government for a redress of grievances to help the Bundys. We're doing the same thing here on this border. At this border, consider ISIS has already come across. We know from these local ranches here, for years, the Muslim Brotherhood have been coming across. And we know ISIS has threatened to take Ebola and to use it to infect the people of the United States. And we also know that La Raza is involved in this. Obviously, the president of Mexico, the elected officials of Mexico, and then, of course, bribing people up here in the United States, which I would include with Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Obama, and people of that nature. So, we believe what we are doing is the will of the people in accordance with res publica, the Latin word for republic, res meaning king, publica, the people. The people are the king. We are not your servants, Obama, Congress, etc. You are our servants, and thank God that we still have the First Amendment only because we have the Second Amendment. Folks, don't ever give up your guns. If we lose the Second Amendment, we're going to lose the First Amendment. We're going to be back down here to the border soon again. And you're going to see that probably within 24 months or so, this is 2014, October 2014, you will begin to see armed bands coming across this border, and it will be we the people, res publica, the people are the king, who will step forward to defend us, and we will take our country back in accordance with the Constitution of the United States. Steve Klien, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
it's deteriorating. See that? All right, we're back here on the border of Arizona. Now, you look behind me. This is very fascinating. This is a signal. This is a signal from the drug cartel. These clothes up here, and we were down here 8 weeks ago, and we know as a fact, it was proven to us by the Border Patrol, these clothes had just been put up because they had not seen them. We came down here 8 weeks ago in the morning and we saw this. Now what we surmise, and we believe the Border Patrol, think it's a pretty good theory, these clothes here, the day we saw them, they had no blood stains or anything on them. What we think is that Sinaloa caught one of their snitches, somebody they didn't like who had turned on them, grabbed the guy, stripped him down naked, murdered him, probably used a chainsaw to cut his head off. But these clothes have no blood stains on them. And they were hung up on this barbed wire 8 weeks ago. They're still here. We believe it's a signal for the people trafficking through here, including ISIS, Muslim Brotherhood, and other folks from around the world who are dangerous. They're not here to help America. But this is a signal to them. If you cross us, Sinaloa, the cartel, we will kill you. We will kill you. So we're on the west side of the San Pedro River. And as an 18-year-old United States Marine in Vietnam, I used to watch the North Vietnamese Army use rivers like this as compasses or freeways or highways, the yellow brick roads. Now what they do, there's a town south of here called Cananea, about 25 miles south, and the river goes all the way down to that little town. Now Sinaloa, ISIS, Muslim Brotherhood, Iranian Revolutionary Guard, which we have proof, evidence, and facts about how they infiltrate and come into the United States. They take all their folks down there to this little village, which is pretty dangerous because you've got the drug lords, you've got ISIS, you've got these Muslim Brotherhood folks, people, and they're dropping off their coyotes and their folks that they want to bring up to the United States. Well, it's real simple. Even like Vietnam, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, pitch black, all you have to do is tell the folks who are walking up here, stay in the water. The water is only 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep at most. Or right here next to them, it's dry and they can follow the river. So approximately 35 miles north of here is Interstate 10, one of the biggest freeways in the United States, connects East Coast to West Coast. And they can get up to that freeway, they get on a cell phone, they call their contact dashes in a van, loads up all of the illegal aliens, ISIS, Iranian Revolutionary Guard, Muslim Brotherhood, people of that nature, and then they farm them out to New York, up to Buffalo, Rochester, San Diego, Sacramento, Seattle. They can go all over the United States using simple stuff to overcome high tech. So they can come right across this river at 2 o'clock in the morning with no night observation devices, no maps, nothing. Very small amount of money. And with just a handful of people, could you imagine when they caught the 14 ISIS in Texas, that's only 10%. So approximately 140 came across. Every one of them, in reality, is a two-legged intercontinental ballistic missile. Very slow moving, but very accurate, called a suicide bomber. It's so easy to come here. And if they do want to come and get contaminated blood, Ebola and things of that nature, put it into a pneumatic plunger or something of that nature, aerosol bottle, and start squirting people in the United States. Well, thank you very much, President Obama, for not protecting us. Hey, why don't you do your first duty as a Commander-in-Chief, defend our borders, defend res publica, the people are king.